This morning at 8:18, we are taking a look at some of the cybersecurity concerns as we approach tax season, right? And we're in the middle of it right now. Scott Augenbaum, a retired FBI agent and cybersecurity expert, talking about the increasing concern over things like the future of Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, government jobs, the IRS, a lot of topics that have some folks on edge.
No question about it. So good morning, Scott, first and foremost. And how are people out there becoming victims of this? Who are the people at risk for falling for these schemes?
Well, let's just think about, we need to change our mindset. Whenever there's any type of chaos going on, the cyber criminals take advantage of it. And today, there's a lot of information in the news. There's a lot of government cuts. My mother's calling me about her Social Security benefits from something she's hearing. So let's kind of break this down a little bit and talk about, with what's going on in the world, what the cyber criminals want to do, and it's all about social engineering.
Scott, what does that mean? I mean, for folks who are watching right now and they're wondering, I've never heard of social engineering, what exactly does that mean? And how do you steer clear of any scams?
Social engineering is simple. It's tricking you into doing something you normally wouldn't do. The cyber criminals are watching the news. So what are they going to do? They're going to send out mass emails to people saying, hey, your Social Security benefits are going to be cut. There's millions of people, and they're going to try to trick people to click on links in emails. Maybe it's going to come in a telephone call. So I want you to stop and think before you click. Think before you act. The tax season is coming up right now. The bad guys are going to try to trick us. You're not going to get an email that your government benefits are going to be cut. Stop. Call the provider if you are concerned.
Scott, you said something key right there. Stop and call. How big of an advocate are you for that? Stopping what you're doing, someone's called you, you can say, you know what? Let me call you back. Let me call you back at the official number I know to reach this agency.
So important, because during my decades with the FBI, I learned one thing that's so important. Almost 90 to 95% of bad things can happen. But people say, wait, I have antivirus. That's great, but that's not going to help us. Social engineering is tricking us into fear. So if you're going to get something, if you're a government employee, if you're a retiree, if you're going to get an email, pick up the phone and call, but do not call on the telephone number that's listed in an email. That's just another dirty trick the cyber criminals are pulling on us.
All right, Scott Augenbaum, thanks for your time this morning. If you're like me, you treat everything as a fake or a fraud, and I don't respond or reply to anything. So you're going to have to come find me.